podcast. I'm your host. Here, my boy Megaton. What's going on, homie? And right now, are you currently enjoying this Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers game?
No, absolutely not. I'm doing all right otherwise, but it's sad to see. The defense actually ain't playing too bad. Other than that, special teams mishap that got us down. That's the only touchdown scored the whole game. Other than that, this has been an atrocious representation of football. And everybody on the field should be ashamed of themselves.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
It's deplorable. But yeah, last week was a very interesting week of football. But we're just going to go ahead and just get right into the predictions for this week. For everybody who normally watches the podcast on YouTube, normally we do the Thursday night prediction, but the Thursday night prediction is currently in, they're playing as we speak, but there's only a minute left in the second quarter. So yeah, we're gonna cover this game as we go. But anyway, Sunday, Colts Patriots. Who you got?
I got the Colts, man. I know it's overseas, and Bill Belichick's supposed to be undefeated overseas, but didn't he disappear somewhere to Rhode Island to go do some kind of mental health retreat because he's losing it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So with that, his fragile ego and mentality at this point because his team stinks.
Yeah.
Other than Ramondre Stevenson, they got that one little rookie now, or the young dude, Demario Douglas, coming up. Yeah. But that's about it, man. There's not a lot of bright spots there for what we see.
Yeah, for me, it's also an open and shut case. I mean, the Colts have a hell of a running game, and it's the Patriots' kryptonite at this point because they don't have a run defense worth a damn. And there's no telling what the quarterback situation is going forward. The Colts will be a hell of a lot better if they actually if Richardson stayed healthy. This will be more of an ass whooping, but I see this game being somewhat close. But I mean, it's gonna same result. Give me the Colts 27-13.
Yeah, I'll go with somewhere around 20. It gets low scoring sometimes when they're overseas because everybody's lethargic. So I'll probably go somewhere around 21 to 14.
Reasonable. Next up, oh boy, AFC North matchup. Now, all the AFC teams have been beating the hell out of each other. But who you got? Browns, Ravens.
I got the Ravens, man. Until proven otherwise. Like I told you about that defense, man, anchored by my man in the middle that Chicago should have never got rid of. I mean, we really shouldn't have gotten rid of that linebacker, man. That was one of the few bright spots we had on our team for a long time. Yeah. But I love what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. They run the football crazy. I see the Ravens, probably. I mean, and I know that's a stout defense. I mean, I know Myles Garrett is up for Defensive Player of the Year and all. I love what he's doing. But at the same time, man, the Ravens, I think they got too much right now. It seems like the wide receivers finally learned how to catch it. They just sprayed extra stick them on their gloves or something. So we'll see what happens, man. But I want to go with them, unless Deshaun Watson does something crazy with Cooper like he did last week. I don't see them really having a chance.
Yeah. I see this being a very, very neck and neck, knock down, drag down, beat 'em up kind of game. But I've actually got believe it or not, I actually got the Ravens 27-21. No. Let's do 27-24 Ravens. Because the Ravens have actually been, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Ravens have actually been running up the score recently. And that's scary. Yeah. Because normally they kind of slack off during the midseason. Now they start to turn up the heat. And that's scary. But the thing is, the Browns don't have a top 5 defense in the league for nothing. So this is going to be like an unstoppable force meets immovable object kind of game. But yeah, go on ahead and give me Ravens 27-24 over the Browns.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go somewhere around 24-21. I don't know. Flip, but we see hop back in. What you got?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the pod, brother.
Yes, sir. Flip, welcome back.
You ain't give him speaker. Yes. You ain't give him speaker ability.
There we go.
Use his words.
There we go. All right, Flip, you here?
That man use his words.
Yes.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's good, brother?
Now we can hear you, good brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got the same as y'all. I think it's going to be like a little mid-20s type of game. 24-21 does sound good. Yeah, this Ravens team it's on fire now. I remember a few weeks ago we was complaining about those catches, and I don't know, they got the act together, and that run game is looking great. Who's that? That rookie Keaton Mitchell, he's looking great in that backfield with Gus Edwards. Lamar is looking back in MVP form. It might be his year again. We don't know. I like this Browns team when Deshaun is healthy, but it's hard to bet on this Ravens team. But
yes.
I mean, the last time we saw him, this Ravens defense or this Browns defense did hold him off a little bit and tried to get It wasn't P.J. Walker in the game; it was the other quarterback. They tried to get him back in the game, but he just couldn't get the offense rolling. I think that's going to be a little different this week with Deshaun and Amari Cooper. That duo's nice. I like it. The run game is a little iffy still because there's no Nick Chubb. I don't think Ford is that guy. Hunt looks a little bit like he's not a starting back anymore in this league. I'm gonna take the Ravens in this one still, but I think it's a close one. I'm gonna say 26-24 Ravens.
All right, sounds reasonable. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Green Bay Packers. Megaton, who you got? Packers, Steelers.
I'm giving this to the Steelers all day. I'll be real quick about it. I don't believe in Jordan Love. I've said this numerous times. He's not that guy. Also, they don't really have the weapons that Green Bay has had in the past in the passing game. It was always, a couple wide receivers out there that you could trust that would do something. And I don't see that with them, man. Who's the Jaden Reed? I don't believe in him. So
Christian Watson.
I don't believe in Christian Watson.
Wow.
I don't. And Jordan Love can't get him the ball anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He's gonna throw a couple of interceptions. He's good for at least, he's good for at least 2 interceptions probably. I think he's like 12 and 8 on the year.
Especially with the Steelers defense.
That's an interception every week.
Yeah, especially with that Steelers defense. But yeah, final score.
Yeah, and the defense, your Steelers defense, I think is gonna get all over him, man. I can't wait to see what happens with that. I'm expecting a lot of sacks and a lot of action over there. I don't think there's an answer for Watt. So, yeah, man, give me the Steelers somewhere around. And I don't think this is a high-scoring game either, man. This might be an ugly week for scores.
Yeah.
Somewhere around 19 to 13.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Flip. Steelers, Packers. Who you got?
I've been doubting the Steelers for a few weeks. I thought this offense was a little iffy this year. It looks like Pickett is... Maybe Deontay Johnson coming back was the answer because ever since Deontay Johnson has been back, they've found like that missing piece. Now George Pickens, on the other hand, he looked like he won out because Deontay Johnson's back. But I mean, if the offense is winning, the offense is winning.
Yeah.
Like Megaton was saying, Jordan Love is a fraud. This Green Bay Packers team looks lost. They need Aaron Rodgers back ASAP. It's just not looking good for this team. You would think with the run game back, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, that they would have more of a chance, but it's just Jordan Love is just not that guy at the quarterback position. You can have the run game sparking up, and then he's just gonna stink it up. So I gotta go with the Steelers on this one. I think the Mike Tomlin era continues. The over 500 era continues. Give me the Steelers in this one. I'm going to say 24-17 over the Packers.
Now, I'm not going to be like you guys. I'm actually not ready to give up on Jordan Love this year. I think it's more of a sophomore slump than him just being a bad player. But with him going...
How was it a sophomore slump? He'd have been in the league for 5 years.
Still, you can have one. Oh, yeah. But this is different between him actually... This is
a 5-year itch, man. Like, what is you on?
But still, here's the thing. This is only his second year actually being a starter, from starting from snap to snap.
First year, I think, right?
Yeah, his first or second year from starting from snap to snap. And of course he doesn't have the weapons that Aaron Rodgers had. But still, I'm not ready to give up on him yet. Now, as far as my Pittsburgh Steelers, there's been a lot of people, myself included, that have been critical of the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of people say, well, the Steelers, they're just not that good, and it's going to kind of hurt me to say this, but I'm actually inclined to agree. I don't think the Steelers are a good team. Now, I'm not saying this in the sense of we don't have any talent. We got plenty of top tier talent. It's just that people are saying that in the sense of, well, we won't go far in the playoffs, we won't make a postseason run, or we won't win a championship. I'm actually agree on that. But despite all the quarterback woes, the coaching woes, the injuries, the locker room drama, the Steelers find some freaking way to win games. Mike Tomlin will pull a win out of his ass if it kills him. If it's the last thing Mike Tomlin do, that motherfucker will find a way to win. I'm telling you. And also, the defense has a lot to do with it, too. But the thing is, Kenny Pickett, he's Simba when Simba was a cub. You know, y'all watched The Lion King. Or basically, y'all ever watched Popeye as a kid? He's Popeye for the first 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter, he's when Popeye gets his big steroid spinach boost, that's who he is. Kenny Pickett is asleep for the first 3 quarters, and then he wakes up magically. And I think that in that regard, he might actually outdo Jordan Love. But either that, or they're gonna run the ball down the defense's throat. So going ahead and giving the Steelers 23-20 over the Packers.
Okay, and Jordan Love's only been in the league 3 years, but man, get him out of here, man. You're bomb.
I'm not ready to give up on him. You got to say that after about 5 years. 4 or 5 years.
I don't need that big of a sample set. You see what they're trying to do to my man Fields right now. Back to my Bears. We only down by 1 point. I still think we're gonna win this goddamn game. It's gonna be ugly, but we're gonna win it.
You better hope so.
And you got Jordan Love stinks, man. He stinks.
2 years. You had 2 years to learn from Aaron Rodgers. 2 years to learn from one of the best to play the game.
Yeah.
And you still go out there and stink it up. Like, even Zach Wilson looks better than Jordan Love right now. Wow. And that's saying a lot.
Well, you know what? Zach Wilson, I agree.
I agree. Writing him off heavy for the last few years. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Maybe Jordan Love will pick it up next year, but
maybe.
I don't know. He just needs somebody. They need to go get him, like, a veteran QB to mentor him through these games or something, because it's not looking like he's that guy for a very long time. And damn, they might have to go over to Caleb Williams. Well, I would not be surprised if we see. I would not be surprised if we see the Packers trade up to get one of these QBs next year. I would not be surprised.
That's bold.
They don't have. They ain't got a contract on them, so I mean, hey.
I mean, yeah.
You might as well.
Y'all are a hell of a lot more bolder than I am, but okay.
I wouldn't even put him on a fantasy team.
Jesus.
I mean, anytime somebody can say Zach Wilson is better than you or outperforming you, that's a damn shame.
Yeah.
So, Jordan Love, man. And plus, I hate the Packers anyway. Go Bears. Yeah. Bear down.
Facts. All right, next. Oh, boy. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the 49ers. Now, the 49ers have been in somewhat of a slump. And a lot of people, I don't think it's deserved, by the way, are questioning Brock Purdy. I'm not ready to do that yet. But he's going up against Sunshine and the Jaguars defense. Is this a bounce-back game for the 49ers, or do their woes continue? Boy. You know what? I'm going to be bold. I'm going to give the 49ers, I'm going to say this is going to be their bounce-back game. Now, the Jaguars very well could prove me wrong, but I'm going to take that risk. Give me the Niners in this game 26-23. Megatell, who you got? Niners, Jags.
First of all, I'm not going to get down on Brock Purdy yet, man. He had a good run.
It's too soon.
He won all those regular season games straight up. Of course he's going to lose some. They've been close, but he didn't have weapons. He was missing, people underrate how much really like Debo means to that offense.
Oh, yeah.
And because he can do so much and he's such a distraction, it allows other players to get off, man. And you can have, Kittle and Ayuk can do only, they can do as much as they can. Mm-hmm. You got McCaffrey, he can run under, but, he's kind of gimpy right now. Like, I don't think he's 100%. I think he's just been, just out there playing. But he's kind of, I think he's still banged up a little bit from those ribs and from the earlier injury. So, getting Debo back, I think that helps this offense a lot. That defense, I still think that San Francisco defense is what it is. I think they are beasts. I think they're going to handle their business. And I think, Sunshine and them, man, they're having a really good season. Like, I love to see, Travis Etienne and what they're doing over there. Christian Kirk's been having a good time. Ridley been all right. Evan Ingram as a tight end has been going crazy this year. So, I really love what they're doing over there, but I don't really think they have been challenged like that. Yeah. I don't think they've really ran into huge teams or anything like that before. Like, I mean, like, let's look at who they beat, man. You know what I mean? They beat Indianapolis. Okay.
Yeah.
You beat Atlanta. Boo. Like, the only person that you beat worth anybody is Buffalo. Other than that, you beat New Orleans. I'm sorry to get down on your boys and everything. They beat Pittsburgh. But, like, you ain't beat nobody. So I think this is your first test. You lost to two good teams that you played. You lost to Houston by my rookie of the year, who I called. You know what I'm saying? My homie, I called him rookie of the year. So, yeah, man, I'm going to go with they ain't been tested. I think the Steelers defense is going to punch you in the face, and I think they lose. And I don't think it's as close as people are making it out to be. So let's go with the 49ers. Give me the 49ers in a bounce back 28-7. No, let's go. Let's give them a little more love than that. 28-23.
All righty. Flip, Jags, Niners. Who you got?
Yeah, I gotta agree. You bring Debo back this week, and we ain't got the 49ers getting their shit in the media.
Yeah.
So Brock Purdy is a fraud. But that's Brock Purdy. That's Brock Purdy without Debo. That's Brock Purdy without Debo.
Oh, okay.
Brock Purdy with Debo is that guy.
He said fraud.
Yeah. I ain't ready to call him that
He was
yet.
a little fraudulent. I will say. He was a little fraudulent.
You gotta have more. I
gave him the benefit of the doubt against the Browns because he did lead them down the field. He did his thing. But you're supposed to go out there and win them next few games. Like, I don't care.
You can blame the refs too, but that's neither here nor there.
You go out there and you beat the Vikings. Like, that's just disgraceful. Now, you losing to the Bengals, okay, I get it. Joe Burrow's calf is back. It's fine. But you losing to the Vikings, no, that ain't good. But
Justin Jefferson-less Vikings.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson-less Vikings as well. You're right. But it's just, this is the game where they bounce back for sure. This is the 49ers team we see from, week 1 through 5, week 1 through 6. And I agree with Megaton. I don't think this Jags team has been really tested. Like he said, they faced the Bills, but that was also a Bills that just probably got jet lagged in London. I think the Jags were there already for like 2 weeks, so they had a little advantage there. I see this 49ers team getting back in business. They just added another piece to the defensive line, so this Chase Young, if they don't win this game, hold on. If they don't win this game, I'm calling the whole 49ers organization fraudulent. So give me the 49ers in this one, 28 to I'll say 28-20 over the Jags.
All right.
I feel that's real, man. I think it is a must-win, Joe.
Eric Armstead and Javon Hargrave on the same D line and lose.
That's scary.
And you got Ward in the secondary.
And you still got Warner running around being a ridiculously crazy human being.
Fred Warner's an animal. Like, he is.
Yeah, you can't lose this game.
They should win just off defense. The defense better put up like 3 pick sixes the way they build right now. So,
yeah. All right, next up. This game is interesting because the Saints are under the radar and the Vikings are now playing like they want to win. Saints, Vikings, oh boy. And the thing is, shout out to my boy Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs is Josh Dobbs got, he was a little bit roughed up. He was roughed up in that last game, but the thing is, he proves that, like, I think he might be like the greatest backup QB of all time, even greater than Ryan Fitzpatrick, journeyman. Because Ryan Fitzpatrick is considered, the GOAT of journeyman quarterbacks, and I think it might be taken by Josh Dobbs, being on 5 different teams in 3 years. Why the Steelers gave him up, I'll never know.
Dobbs ain't throwing 400-yard games like Fitzmagic was.
Yeah, but the thing is. But he's.
I was up there with Linsanity, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah, true.
Wait. Didn't Fitzmagic go to Harvard?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to be said about them super smart ass quarterbacks, man, as backups. Like they real cerebral. Josh Dobbs is an astrophysics, like he's a rocket scientist. Legitimately, like he's He has like aerospace engineering is his fucking like
major.
Once we off the team, he about to go into space after this.
Yeah, man. You know, it's crazy. You do that, but you ain't got a rocket arm.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, that brain make up for it though. So absolutely.
You know, I guess you got to learn how to build them if you can't throw them.
Exactly, man. But man,
I like Josh Dobbs.
I like Josh Dobbs too. Like I said, I like him as a person and as a QB. Like I said, the Saints are quiet. They're really, really under the radar. Like I said, the Vikings now, I don't know what the hell woke the Vikings up. And like I said, I got at the beginning of the year, I picked the Vikings to win the division over the Lions. Like I said, maybe I will regret that, but I'm not sure yet. But
you should regret it already.
Maybe. But
that's a disgusting ass thing.
Yeah, maybe. But you know what? Hopefully, I don't regret this. But I'm actually going to, like I said, the Vikings have woken up, but I think this is the game where they get punched back in the mouth. Give me the Saints. Actually, you know what? I got it close. Give me the Saints 23-21 over the Vikings. Megatell, who you got? Vikings Saints.
You know, this is an interesting one to me, man. Like, I think, number one, I really want to go with the Saints in it. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard for me to trust Carr. Like, I think Carr, you know, he's good for a couple of mistakes that will ruin a game. Mm-hmm. Like, he'll throw it up, he'll throw a turnover. He'll do something that will ruin a game at least twice a game. Right. So, you know, he's not trustworthy, but I think it's going to be interesting right now. Cam Akers is injured, and you can give Madison enough time to actually get on a groove. I think part of what they do when they switch out those running backs back and forth, you never let either one of them really get to the point where they can set up their rhythm and run. We see Madison do really well when Cook was hurt before. Mm-hmm. He used to go in there and he would handle business. So I think if you just make him the featured back, let him get busy, I think, you know, they have a really good chance of controlling the ball and trying to keep it low. Justin Jefferson said, you know, they were saying he's coming back. They took him off IR, but he said, I'm not coming back till I'm 100%, so I don't think he's playing again. Mm. So now you're just leaning on Hockenson and Addison. You know, I don't believe that's a winning combination, especially with, like, the resurgence of the man who has as many touchdowns but doesn't get as much credit, Alvin Kamara, putting up numbers, the same things that your boy McCaffrey has been doing but doesn't get the credit for it because they love hating on the brother. Yeah. But, yeah, man, you know, like, they're trying to say he owned, they're trying to say he washed. Like, he ain't, and he just comes back and puts up numbers instantly. So I'm going to see Kamara out there, via Kamara. I like the reemergence of Taysom Hill as that weird Swiss Army knife that he pops out and is, like, for 4 to 5 games every season.
All purpose.
He just pops up and does it and then, like, does something weird and does it. So, you know, I mean, Olav is him. We know. Yeah, we know. Rashid Shaheed, man, you know, like, he's quietly taking over that position. Michael Thomas is a slot dude now, man. He's out there trying to prove his money. So, you know, overall, I like the Saints. Let's go with the Saints in this, and give me the Saints doing it. I think it's a close game. Let's go with 27-23.
All right. Flip, Saints Vikings. Who you got?
Saints Vikings. I don't really like the Saints team no more, man. I thought, you know, them bringing Derek Carr in, maybe he would, you know, look as good as. Well, I can't even say look as good. He would look as decent as he did on the Raiders. They might as well just put Jameson at this point. Because it just seems like with Carr, like Megaton was saying, he's just a quarterback who can throw away your game real quick. This game, I do think it's the Kamara show. We already know the Vikings blitz a lot. The Vikings are going to blitz the hell out of Derek Carr. That just means check down city for Kamara. We might see another game where he gets, you know, another 12 catches. I like Olave. I like Rashid Shaheed. I do like Michael Thomas still, even though I don't think he's that Michael Thomas that we saw that record year. But it just looks like on paper this team should win this pretty easily. But then I look at that Vikings team, and they look good with the dude before Dobbs came out, Hall, I think. Hall or Hale, I forget his name, before he got injured. He was out there balling too. And I think that's the one thing that the Vikings are enjoying right now is that they have a mobile quarterback for the first time in maybe 5-6 years. it looks like that opens up the playbook a lot for that team. And when you have things like that, you become unpredictable. So I feel like they haven't worn that out just yet. They still have that unpredictability about them. It might shake up the Saints a little bit, because how can you game plan for something you can't see coming? You're game planning for Kirk Cousins right now, basically. I mean, you got maybe a little bit. You got a half a game tape on Dobbs for this team. I mean, I guess they go watch the Cardinals games or something. But also, I do like Madison getting a full workload this week. So unfortunately, we're having the Akers, but I mean, you just need your running backs to get in the rhythm. That's still the one thing that kind of pisses me off a lot when I'm watching these 1-2 backs, is that they'll put one in for one play and then throw him right back out, and it's just like, no, you got to give him a whole drive, let him get into rhythm. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do with that. Addison, I think, is a solid receiver for this team right now. Jefferson's not gonna be out there. Hawkinson's dope. KJ Osborne, he stepped up last week, so maybe him having Dobbs as a QB now is going to help him out going forward. So I'm going to lean towards the Vikings here. I'm going to say Vikings 20-17 over the Saints, but not too confident about that one.
All right. Next up, oh boy.
Wait. I would like to pause for 1 second and say, I hope this puts to rest all of the dumb shit that they've been saying about Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of dude. I'm sick of people talking about he makes the right reads. He just missed a wide open over the middle of the field, surefire touchdown that would have actually put the Bears in a good position before the half. And then he just overthrew an open more up the sideline. Do it over his head, out of bounds. Ball bounced off his hand and off the back of his head, because he was out of bounds, and I saw the look on his face when he was on the Bears sideline, and he looked like, man, come on, man. And y'all over here rooting on this man. Is this your king? Get Bilbo punk ass out of here. And no, bring Justin Fields back. We want Fields.
Well,
I'm hoping that the Bears see this, man.
And quick.
Yeah.
It's not like it was with the Cowboys when Homeboy came in and everyone started questioning Dak. Badger's been asked for like the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well,
nobody want to say it.
Well, to quote
we gonna act like Fields didn't have 2 games back to back where he put up damn near fucking 600 something yards passing and he got 8 touchdowns almost. Like, come on, man. Y'all are disrespectful, Chicago.
Well,
love my city, but y'all play too much.
Well, to quote the late great Coach Dennis Green, the Bears are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were.
No, they don't need anybody to let them off the hook right now.
Oh hell no! They ain't getting off the hook. Yeah,
let's go ahead and see what the defense doing, because they only got the one fluky touchdown.
Yeah.
Other than that, they only got a field goal.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that fluky run back, Joe, we'd be all right, man.
But the
Bears, if it wasn't for the fact that he can't throw the damn ball, we'd be winning.
But the Bears are exactly who I thought. The Bears are exactly who the hell I thought they were. But yeah.
I needed to have this game break real quick to be discussed. But we done got Eddie Jackson back right now. Yeah, I think he actually calls the defense pretty well from that position, from the safety position. Like, he's actually like the general out there. I don't mind this, man. Like, this Bears defense actually looking all right. We getting a decent little pass rush on people now, because we done got somebody who can actually rush the passer on the other side.
Yeah, but you got to score. It don't matter. The thing is, it don't matter if you. This is coming from a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. The shit don't even matter if you can't score. You got to do something with the.
Well, we're also playing somebody doo-doo. So now, the only fact that the matter is we just going to play ourselves out of a good draft pick right now. But we already got their draft pick anyway.
Yeah.
The issue here is that the Bears are hyped up, but they lose into a 5'10" quarterback. Can't lose to a 5'10" quarterback.
So to speak, yeah.
Yeah, you see what happens when Kyler Murray go on the field. He's 5'8". You can't be losing to those short quarterbacks.
But he was lighting them dudes up in his first couple of years.
Game.
So I give him a pass on that. But the thing is, if you're a quarterback, I mean, of course you got to be 6'1" to see over the damn line. Your linemen are 6'6", 6'7", 290 pounds, 300-some pounds. But yeah, man, don't sleep on the shorter guys. Shout out to all my fathers.
Drew Brees and Doug Flutie don't agree with me.
They don't. But they are anomalies.
Drew Brees wore high heels on the field, so he can see over the line.
Yeah.
He had lifts in his cleats. Yeah, extra long cleats.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, I just saw this man throw a lob.
Hey, Drew Brees out there in stiletto cleats.
Oh my goodness.
His playing height was 6'4". Look it up. His playing height was 6'4". That's
Playing
why
height.
he was dominating.
He was 6 foot on a good day, but yeah. But all right, fellas, back to these.
I'm sorry, I just needed to have that game break. We can go back.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we good. Next, oh boy, we got the Texans and the Bengals. The Bengals have been on a tear lately. I mean, the Bengals, as much as I hate to say it, they're a division rival. They fought their way out of that little slump they had in the first 3 or 4 games of the season. But the Texans, especially the boy C.J. Stroud, he is on one. But I don't know if it's going to stack up to because there's 2 great tests that he has to face. One, that Bengals defense. 2, does he want to get into a shootout with Joe Cool? I don't think he want to do that. Now, the thing is, there's a possibility that the Bengals could drop this game. They dropped a couple of earlier games to arguably less competition. But I think the only way the Bengals drop this game is if they just completely piss the bed and lay an egg. They underperform. But I think the Bengals are the safe pick here. Give me the Bengals 28-20. Megaton, who you got? Bengals, Texans.
Yeah, I gotta, we can make this quick. I love CJ Stroud, man. That's my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, I told you I was with him for Rookie of the Year from, like, the first to second time I was on his pod.
Right.
So, I love what he doing. All he did was surprise people. He done made Nico Collins look like some prime wide receiver that, is an official number 1, which I never saw coming.
Yeah.
He's got Dalton Schultz putting up tight end numbers that we haven't seen from him since he was like, even when he was in Dallas and was going hard, we ain't see that. And this Tank Dell dude, man, like him popping up out of the blue and doing it, like, I don't know, man, it's really interesting. It shocks me because I thought Robert Woods was going to be like that dude over there.
Yeah,
I thought
too.
he was going to leave the Rams and be that dude. And these young boys, man, they like, no. We shouldn't take this bread, man. This is going to be a young team, and we going to grow. But with a young team comes growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this might be a little too much for them to chew. Even though they're missing T. Higgins, you're not getting a T. Higgins run. So, and Jamar Chase back hurts. So like you do have those 2 things to be wary of. Mm-hmm. But honestly, man, I still think Joe Burrow goes to your point. Joe Cool, not Joe Camel this time.
Yeah,
and I think he does his thing. So give me them, but give me this game being fun as hell.
Yeah. Like,
I think this game gonna be really fun to watch on the low. So let me get them somewhere around. Let's make this 34-28.
Alrighty. Flip, who you got? Bengals, Texans.
Yeah, I want this to be a fun game. Yeah. I think C.J. Stroud. I know that you just said that. Do we want to see C.J. Stroud try to get into a shootout with Joe Burrow? I think he does.
Oh, wow.
I think he has weapons to do it. And I don't think this Bengals defense is so crazy that can, just, blow him out the water. Because if we're being honest, this Texans defense is underrated.
Yeah.
This Texans defense has been doing great
But can they go toe-to-toe with the Bengals is the question.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think
especially when you got no T. Higgins, you're only gonna have Boyd and Chase, and Chase hurt.
And Chase got the back injury, So, I mean, Joe Burrow's healthy. I don't think with T. Higgins out, he's just gonna crumble again. He's still got his legs. He can still make plays. It's just that it makes it a closer and better game than probably it would be with Higgins in. Yeah. And that's maybe a problem. That's a big problem because I still think the Texans are a team that can rumble with the Bengals at full health. So, I'm looking forward to this being a pretty good game. I got faith in C.J. Stroud. I've been saying it just like Megaton has been saying it. That's Rookie of the Year. Everybody's been pointing fingers elsewhere. I say C.J. Stroud's got it, no problem. Give me the... You know what? We're going to go with the upset here. Give me the Texans in this one, 27-24 over the Bengals.
I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. Hey, it'll help my boys.
I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic was in Texas, man. The Tiger King.
Tiger King.
From Texas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, our man, Joe Burrow becomes Joe Exotic.
Oh. Yeah.
He owns. He owns.
Yeah. Let's just hope that the Texans don't turn into Carol Baskins. But anyway, next you got the Tennessee Titans going against the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers is another team that's wishy-washy as hell. The Titans, the Titans, we know what the Titans are coming to do. They got freaking DeAndre Hopkins, who's a freak of nature, and they got Derrick Henry. It's all a matter of if that QB performs or not. Like I said, the thing is, the Bucs can win this game, but the thing is, do I trust them to do what they do for 4 quarters instead of 2? And I can't say that. I just don't see it against the Titans. So go ahead and give me the Titans. Let's do 24-20. Megaton, who you got? Titans, Bucks.
I ain't never betting on Faker Mayfield, Joe. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets the comeback of the year award, you know what I'm saying? Because I think he's gotten much better from, look at him right now. No, he's not doing too bad. He's got 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions or something like that. He's playing good, you can start in this league, I suppose, if we give you all of the weapons, because he has all of the weapons. Look at who he has. He has Mike Evans. He has Chris Godwin. He has the same weapons that they won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Right.
So, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Good. You can get comeback. But I ain't never betting on Faker Mayfield, man. And I really think that Will Levis might actually be decent, man. I think he might be a diamond in the rough. I know he pulled off that 4 touchdown thing out of his ass and 3 touchdowns to DeAndre. But if he can get 3 touchdowns to DeAndre, I sit here and watch Bilbo Baggett on TV. He can't get a touchdown. Nobody. So, you know what I mean? Joe, I rock with Will Levis. So, I think that there's something interesting there. And you still got the man. You got the tank, the living, I mush people for fun running back and Henry. So, give me the Titans in this one. And I'm going to say, touchdown Bears. God damn it. I'm sorry. I got interrupted. We finally scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Go Bears.
I see that. Yeah.
But give me the walking tank, man, and the Titans over that. Somewhere around 21-17.
All right. Flip, Titans, Bucks. Who you got?
Yeah, I gotta go with the Titans here.
Yeah.
You know what? Nah. I'm not going with the Titans here. I'm not going.
Wow.
With the Titans.
Well, you know what?
Going with the.
You know what? Like I said, a Bucks win's not going to surprise me.
Megatron said he is fraudulent. He is a faker. That is Faker Mayfield on that field. I don't like that man. He tried to disrespect my man C.J. Stroud last week, and he got disrespected right back.
He took that personal, a la Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he took that L hard. So, as much as I want him to take another L this week, I do believe Will Levis is the truth. I just believe this Bucs run defense is enough to stop Derrick Henry a little bit. They are still a great run defense, and I feel like if you take Derrick Henry out of the script, Will Levis being forced to throw might not be the number one game plan that you want. Mm-hmm. He kind of came back down to earth last week to me. So when I see that, I'm just like, I don't know, because D-Hop was looking a little locked up out there. So if they can lock up D-Hop and they're taking away the run game, Will Levis is basically shut out of luck. And like Megaton said, Baker Mayfield is basically playing with a team that still has Super Bowl lineup. And got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rashad White is looking great. All of a sudden, he's having his second half resurgence. The O-line looks pretty solid. That's usually the issue with this team, is that O-line is looking weak and it's looking terrible, and it gets that quarterback killed. Baker Mayfield he's been able to throw behind that line lately, so I gotta go with the Bucs here. It's gonna be close though. I'm gonna give it 2017 Bucs though, but yeah, I hope that they do lose, just because he is a little disrespectful.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey man, can we just go with this for 2 seconds? Do you think it was Will Levis's fault, or do you think it was the play calling and they regressed for him?
It was the play
Because
calling
they tried to make it safe. Because I think when he was injured, and when they had the injury and they just threw him in the game, it was like, all right, turn up, do what you're gonna do, just keep us in the game.
Right.
And he was like, all right, got it, coach. And then they tried to game plan around him, and I think part of what they did for game plan was like, oh, he's only a rookie, let him keep it safe, don't do too much. All the lame shit that coaches do when they get to overthink.
They make excuses,
and lames. So I'm gonna blame the coaching on that. I think Will Levis might get busy, Joe.
He might. And that was the Steelers' defense. So I mean, I don't think the Bucs' defense is as good as the Steelers' defense. But they do stop the run a lot. So we're gonna see if it's actually him. If they just let him go and let him do his thing this week, because he's got free reign. Because I don't think Derrick Henry's about to get crazy. And if he does, I mean, hell, give me the Titans in this game. But I just see. I don't see him giving Derrick Henry about 25 carries this game. So I'm gonna lean towards the Bucs on this.
Yeah, me and Flip don't disagree too often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We do sometimes. We're not disagreeing on too much of shit. We just saying, I just don't believe this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
And it ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But yes. Oh boy. Now we got another very interesting one. We got the Detroit Lions going up against the LA Chargers. The Chargers have kind of woken up recently. The thing is, a lot of people are still skeptical about them, rightfully so. And the reason, the thing is, I think the reason why people are skeptical of the Chargers, it's not even their fault. It's the division they're in. So yeah, and the Lions, a lot of people are still believers in the Lions, and they have shown up. There's still a few chinks in the armor, but I mean, Jared Goff is making some magic happen. But the thing is, if the Chargers were able to get a lead against the Lions, could they maintain that lead? This is all right. This is the number one narrative going into this game. This is the question that you have to answer. This is the number one question that desires to be answered. Is if the Chargers lead, can they hold on to that lead? Or if by the second half, if the Lions are in the lead, can the Chargers come back? That's the question that you really have to ask here. It all depends on who's leading by that half. Because if the Lions lead, they can very well run away with it. If the Chargers lead, they better hope to God they don't give that lead up. Guys, you are going to hate me for this. But going ahead and giving me the Chargers, I think that they might actually be able to hold on to a lead in this one. Maybe. Don't make me regret this. I'm telling y'all, if they make me regret this if they make me regret this game, I'm never going to pick them again the rest of this damn year.
You better prepare to be regretful. I'm telling you right now.
I swear to God, if they don't hold on to a damn lead,
and I can tell you the game script. So I don't know.
Oh my God! But like I said, I hope that don't make me regret this. But give me the Chargers 27-26. Megatell, who you got? Chargers, Lions.
Nah, let Flip finish first. Man. This is clean. I need him to do all of this right quick. I'll come in last here.
Okay, all right.
Finish that shit.
Flip, speak your piece, brother. Lions, Chargers, who you got?
It ain't peace. It's chaos. I'm speaking straight chaos for the next 2 minutes.
Go on.
I've been liking what I've seen in the last few weeks. We had a solid game. The issue, and I was telling y'all this a couple weeks ago. The issue I have with this team is that we're great in the passing game. The defense has been showing up lately, but the issue is we don't have a run game.
Yeah.
And what's the number one thing? See, you was talking about, if the Chargers get a lead, can they hold on to it? It's a question of, if the Chargers get a lead, can Austin Eckler and Josh Kelly get more than 1.5 yards per carry every time they run the ball? That's the number one question there. Mm-hmm. Do I think that this team is gonna somehow beat this Lions team that's got a great momentum, by the way? Maybe, because we're only one game out of the playoffs, I think, right now. So we got something to fight for. The issue is, I'm seeing David Montgomery back, and that's the thing that scares me. Mm-hmm. Because this team, once they get running, it's like you don't stop. They do not stop. And David Montgomery, he'll get you 4, 5, 6 yards per carry. And then next thing you know, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta.
Yeah, light you up,
yeah, they just going to get you in third down plays. And then, also another thing with this defense, it gives up big plays, big chunk plays in the middle. That's the number one spot where I see St. Brown, the number one spot where I see Laporta operate. They always, killing somebody in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised to see that this week. I'm not going to be surprised to see it this week. My only hope is that we do get ahead so that they don't run the ball so much on us. But I'm not having a lot of faith in this team this week. I got to go with the Lions. I think that passing attack is crazy. I think with Montgomery in, that run game is insane because you still got Jahmyr Gibbs in that backfield, and he's a great running back. We've seen that. But David Montgomery is just nasty. He is nasty. I've watched so many Lions games, and I've seen him getting 20, 30 carries, and every carry, it's like, damn, can y'all stop him? Yeah. And our run defense is not that great. I know everyone wants to hype up that our run defense has been better this season, but I just don't have too much faith in it just yet. But we don't see if Khalil Mack and a healthy Joey Bosa can make some noise on that team. Yeah. If we can get ahead, then I got a little bit more faith. But I'm going to go ahead and give this to the Lions this week. I'm going to say Lions win this one 31-27 over the Chargers.
And that's actually a believable score, too. But, Megaton, Lions, Chargers, who you got?
All right, man, first of all, that's why I needed to give it to Flip. I needed that analysis so I could start talking my shit, because I'm going to talk some shit about y'all boy. So, first of all respect to, Tuli, whatever dude last name is, I can't say it. Tui, Potaluto, whatever the fuck his last name is. Yeah. The big ass Hawaiian linebacker. He a thug, man. I like him. I did not even try to say his last name correctly. I don't know, but Tuli, man, pull out the Tuli, man, get the shoot. Yeah. He gonna do his thing. Joey Bosa, and of course Khalil Mack, former Bear. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Like it's magical how all the former Bears on this are doing great everywhere else but Chicago. Wow. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to that later. Your quarterback is Mr. 50-50. That's his life. His whole life, his whole career been 50-50. You know what I mean? Justin Herbert got all the tools, got all the talent. He has Keenan Allen, who has over 10,000 yards receiving. There ain't a lot of receivers that made it that far, man. He done been that man before with multiple people. You got Austin Eckler, but you can't take no pressure off to let him get any openings because we don't really trust you to get the ball out like that. So now, I can load up the box on him and Kelly and do that same 1.5 that you're talking about. And Austin Eckler, he's fighting for his life, a little bowling pin, just running through stuff. So you can't be mad, but at the same time, these Detroit Lions, David Montgomery, another former Bear who we love, is going to run over people. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all better watch for the draw. Because there's going to be some heavy draw action. They're going to take advantage of that over-aggressive-ass defense and pass rush. And y'all going to get downfield. The next thing you know, you're going to have that big-ass David Montgomery running through the middle of your right through the middle of the teeth of that defense. And who's going to stop him? And it's going to be 5-6 yards a pop. And then every time they do stop him, guess who's popping up? The guard or slot guard.
Derwin James going to pop up and smack him like Ryan Clark back in the 2000s, and he gonna second guess himself running up that middle.
That's right. Slot guy gonna come out, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown gonna pop up, and then guess who else is gonna do it on the inside when you start stepping in those linebackers to make sure you stop that run? Exactly. Laporta. So you're gonna have that. So slot guy, Amon-Ra, Laporta, Josh Reynolds gonna eat him on the outside. Pause. And Joe, I'm rocking with it. And plus, I like Khalif Raymond too. I think he alright. So I'm giving this to Detroit, and that Detroit defense, not a lot of super huge names on there, but hella aggressive. Aiden Hutchinson is just. I put him up there with Bosa in them. I think he's a beast like that. You know what I mean? He's his pass rushing skills are not to be denied. He gets out there, he gets after the ball. So. And these boys built for cold weather. They built for nasty stuff. You know what I mean? Them California boys soft, man. Yeah. They've been out here looking at beaches too much. Too much, beaches and tacos, man. Y'all need some steak and potatoes and freezing weather. You know what I'm saying? Go sit in some slush for a little bit and get hard. Pause.
Right.
So, let's go with them. I'm going with Detroit in this one. And I think this will be an amusing game. So let's go with Detroit 27-24.
All righty. Next up, oh boy, you got the Arizona Cardinals going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Do you guys know what this is reminiscent of? Imagine a boxing match between a guy with pillow hands and a guy with a glass jaw. This is what this is reminiscent of.
Glass jaw?
All right, you're asking me which one is the one with the pillow hands and which one is the one with the glass jaw?
Kyler Murray gonna cook these boys, first of all, but let's get back to it because you saw they. First of all, can me and Flip get our props for saying Ritter wasn't shit?
Yes.
We said that the whole time, and now look at him. He got benched for the backup from DC.
Yes.
He got benched for the backup from DC, and he ain't finna start again. How about that?
Yeah.
You gonna let him start next year now?
Probably not.
No.
He might be starting, but it ain't gonna be.
Arthur Smith is out there happy as hell. He went to bed happy, even though I think they lost the game. He still went to bed happy because he knows that his quarterback can throw the ball now, and he got an opportunity to save this season somehow.
I'd rather have a Heineken than a shitter.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me back the Heineken, aka Heineken. I'm rocking with Heineken over the shitter, man. But keep going.
But wow. With the Murray show back in full effect, and with the Falcons back up looking better than Desmond Ritter, wow. But you guys also know that a high scoring game wouldn't surprise me. You know what? This might be. Everybody's like, man, both of these teams are trash at the bottom of the barrel. But these are the ones that are the ones that are most likely to run the score up on each other, because they got something to prove and nothing to lose. But if you ask me who, comes away with this game, give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals 31-27 over the Falcons. But yes, Megaton, Falcons, Cardinals, who you got?
I got Amari DeMarcado. Yeah, go crazy. I don't know if he's not injured and he comes out.
Yeah.
And I got Tyler. I mean, look, man, the return of Kyler Murray, man. I hope he comes and makes y'all all feel bad for hating on him. And being, I know he's short. Yeah. I know, what I'm saying? Shout out to the short homies. He's actually average height for a human. Thank you.
Yeah.
5'10" is the average height of a human male in America.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying? Like,
NFL quarterback.
No, that's because they be drafting them tall ass white boys all the time, man.
Yeah,
Get
true.
the Vikings out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And those weird ass, tall ass Europeans. Look, let me tell you.
Shout out to Jokic.
Kyler Murray got talent. He fast as hell. You ever see him run? He run like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
He he got them little ass legs. They be scrambling fast.
Yeah.
He's like, oh hell no! Like, look at them little stutter steps.
He got that toddler run.
That toddler run.
Yeah, Joe, but he be you can't never catch a toddler, can you? You be trying to catch the little 3-year-old running around the crib. You like, bring your ass back here. That's Kyler Murray, but he can throw the ball too, and he got an arm, Joe. You forget he was a former baseball player. He got that rifle.
Oh yeah, he got a rocket for an arm. Yeah.
He got a rifle and he got accuracy. So if he can get out of the pocket, they can move the pocket around, get him out there. He got weapons right now. Last time I checked, they still got Hollywood. You know what I mean? Hollywood can be Hollywood when he don't drop the ball. You got that rookie Michael Wilson coming up who's going crazy right now. You got Rondell Moore in the slot, and all of those people were putting up numbers. Why are we acting like Kyler Murray wasn't an All-Pro? Like, stop it.
People forget because he's been out for so long.
To the Pro Bowl. They just hate on him, man, because, the organization wanted to move on for whatever reason. That's cool and all. We're not going to front like he ain't got no talent. I've already talked way too much about two teams that suck. But I'm going with my man and Kyler Murray's comeback, Kyler Murray's revenge. Give it to it. And I'm not mad at it being a run-up score either, man. So let's go with 31-24. Nah, fuck that. That's too many points for Atlanta.
Oh.
Let's go to 21. 31-21.
All right.
There we go.
That's a believable score. All right, Flip. Falcons Cards. Who you got?
Man, I can't trust the 5'10" quarterback, man.
Oh,
I can't do it just yet. I'll never do it. Nah, but
but you trust Mr. 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, he can throw it over the line.
That's not gonna work. Yeah.
And shit, he can barely do that half the time. So, I like Kyler Murray. I'm not mad at him. I got him on my fantasy team right now. I'm probably gonna start him this week. Do I trust Kyler Murray on his first week back after like a year and a half? Probably not. I think he's still gonna have to get back into rhythm for this team, which is gonna help the Falcons a lot. Do I think the Falcons are gonna start running the ball a lot with Bijan and Algier this week? Yeah,
probably.
Do I think they have faith in their quarterback this week? Yeah. I think Taylor Heineke, we saw him on the Commanders. He can play way better than Ritter. I think. See, the issue is that usually when we see these like bad quarterbacks have to sit, and then the backup comes in, it's always a backup that's just as bad.
Yeah.
But Taylor Heineke, I think, is a big upgrade over Desmond Ritter. So you don't get those flashes of Ritter for maybe 1 or 2 quarters and then it's gone. I think Heineke can give you a great game the whole way through. We already saw he did this without Drake London last week. I think if Drake London is in the game, they probably beat the Texans, or not the Texans. I forget who they played last week, but
it was a forgettable matchup, man. You should anyway, man.
It was forgettable. It was a good game, though. It was a good game against the Vikings, but I think with Drake London back in, he's got a chance at it. Do I think Drake London is back this week? Let's go see.
The Falcons led. Wait. Can we not wash over the fact? Can we not wash over the fact that the Falcons let Joshua Dobbs come out of nowhere?
Yes.
Literally out of nowhere. He was signed on a Tuesday, and like Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, died on Tuesday. Like, come on, man. Came out of the blue, resurrected himself, and did it to him. You let the Falcons. The Falcons let that happen to them.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying about the Falcons defense. The Falcons defense is not shout out to.
He didn't have to do all that.
Yeah.
They didn't expect him to do all that. He went above and beyond for that team that week.
Shout out to Calais Campbell. Other than Calais Campbell, who has 100 sacks, nobody else on that Falcons defense is worth even talking about. So there we go.
This is true. And I think that's why it's gonna be a game that's gonna be interesting, because if Kyler Murray was playing for like the last few weeks, then I could give him a little bit more leeway here. But this is a guy who's probably had his first practice week last week. He's been trying to heal up that ACL as much as possible.
Yeah.
We have to see if he's even comfortable running on that thing in the game. So there's a lot of ifs in this game that have me thinking I don't want to bet on Kyler Murray just yet. We might get All-Pro Kyler Murray back. We might. But we might also get that Kyler Murray we saw last season where he was stinking it up on the field week in, week out. And that was with D-Hop. So
wow.
I'm going to go with the Falcons here. Just because I like Arthur Smith. I do like...
R.I.P. to you, my brother.
I'm just saying. I think that this team it's a little bit built better for me right now. There's a lot of injuries. There's a lot of question marks on this Cardinals team right now. I don't even know if they're going to let him go full reign because they want Caleb Williams probably.
Yeah, probably.
So we're gonna see. Yeah. But I'm gonna lean towards the Falcons this week. I'm gonna say Falcons 24, Cardinals. We'll say Cardinals 20.
The Falcons are the team that no lead is safe with. They have to go through that forever. No lead is ever safe with the Falcons, man.
Hold up, guys. The end of the fourth quarter.
Get under 20.
Yeah, but hold on, guys. Let's do a quick Panthers Bears update. It's the end of the third quarter. Panthers are down by 6. Let's hope the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, the Bears are up by 6 points. Can they hold on to this lead for 15 minutes? Or can they put their foot on the back of the Panthers' necks and run up the score? That's what I'm.
I don't know if they running up the score, but
Bilbo ain't running up shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like unless it's Mount Doom and he got to drop the ring off with Frodo and them.
Yeah.
Bilbo ain't doing shit, man.
Yeah.
So nah, man. You know what I'm saying? They going to game manage the shit out of this. It's gonna be drop back stuff. It's gonna be a lot of short passes.
No.
It's gonna be a lot of like random little short runs. The running game is gonna be alright.
Why? You gotta play aggressive. You can't do that.
Okay.
You can't play safe. Especially like this. Against a team, you're supposed to run up the score on a team that's in the bottom three.
You're talking like
wait, hold on.
That is Bryce Young.
These motherfuckers won. They won at 7.
Yeah, you're supposed to run up the score.
Let's go. They won at 7, number one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Number 2,
you're supposed to run up the score now.
Didn't y'all just sit there and hate on short quarterbacks? Bryce Young 5'9". Bryce Young 5'9", 180. The hell y'all talking about, man?
Coming back.
You know what I'm saying? We need to go ahead and steal Drew Brees' stiletto heels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go and get them stiletto cleats out the closet, Joe. Because it's a wrap. Nah, man. No, I'm not even finna say if. And we at the crib, too, and it's cold outside. Man, get these little boys out of here. The Bears, even though we stink, we're going to win this game. And I think, somewhere up in the top of the box, they're like, hey, man, don't try too hard. We want to keep, we want this draft pick to be higher in the next round.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah. Let's get that false start business. Yeah, man. We standing on business, man. Chicago winning today.
Yeah. Alrighty.
If Bryce
they ain't scored a touchdown. They scored one field goal. Other than it was the special teams. Fuck these people, man. Why are we talking about this?
If Bryce Young is able to mount a comeback, it's only because the Bears let him. They tanking for draft picks at that point.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all.
Best guess.
I'm telling you, the Bears should not be dumb. Put your foot on the damn gas. Play aggressive.
They can.
Man, our time of possession is 28 minutes to 17 for them. Right now. 28 minutes to 17. You know what I mean? So, yes, we are going to run the ball and be slow and methodical.
No. That's a recipe. That's a recipe for disaster.
This might be the play right here. Bryce Young, 20 yards right here. Here, let's see it. Never mind.
No. All right, guys. Now,
why do you lie to yourself? They're going to punt.
Yeah.
It's done. All right, let's keep it juggling, man. Hopefully the Chicago Bears do what the fuck they supposed to do, man. Go ahead, Chicago.
All right.
Bear down.
All right. Now, next up, oh boy, NFC East matchup. Let's make this one quick, boys. The New York Midgets against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys got punched in the mouth last week. Actually, they didn't get punched in the mouth. They actually had a very, very close game that I predicted they'd lose, but yeah. And the Giants are complete dog water this year. They don't even have Daniel Jones is done for the year. So this is open and shut case for me. All they got to do is be serviceable. All Cowboys got to do is be serviceable. Open and shut case. Give me the Dallas Cowboys 28-9 over the Giants. Flip, who you got? Giants, Cowboys. Yo, Flip, you there?
Oh, my bad. I was watching this game. My bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking we was about to go down.
Yeah, he was watching that holding.
Yeah, but yeah, this one, but you can make this. But guys, you can make this one quick. This is a quick prediction.
Yeah,
Giants.
This is a quick one. We already saw what happened with Daniel Jones in the game. They got 40-0'd. So, give me like 31 to 6 for this game. I don't think anything.
Of course, the Bears give them. Oh, sorry. Of course, we gave them a first down.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
See, I told you the tides are changing. They about to wheel them back in this game. But give me the Giants, or not the Giants, the Cowboys 31 to I'll say 9. I'll give them 31-9 over the Giants.
I'm the same way. All right, Megaton, Giants, Cowboys.
Stop. Dallas Cowboys easily walk off. Sorry. Dak's gonna do what Dak's gonna do. CeeDee Lamb's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Somewhere around, and they don't lose back-to-back games. Like if you ever looked at their schedule for the most part recently, they normally win the game after they lost. You know what I'm saying? That's why they end up with like decent records but losing later on.
Yeah. So
I get them like let's go with. I think they're gonna be angry. Let's go with 29 to 17.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is
by giving them 17.
This is a divisional game.
I want to say the Giants might be the lowest scoring team this week, so actually not. Let's put the Giants on single digit alert.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back to the shit I used to talk, man. Sorry.
But you might be right because
I think they get 9. Let's put them at 9, and let's put the other score at the 31.
But I'm actually not mad. I'm not mad at that 17 score because this is a divisional game, so you might be onto something. But still, the result's gonna be the same.
9.
No, it was a divisional game
9-11.
Yeah,
they scored 9 points, man.
Yeah,
they didn't score any points. Remember?
Yeah, they scored none.
Remember when they didn't score any points?
Yes,
they didn't score any points. Remember? That happened. So let's go with that. They are single digit watch again. I'm going 9.
Yeah, so am I. 9 points. Yeah.
31-9.
3 field goals. That's it. All right.
It's going to be 40 points total again. But, at least I'm giving them scores this time.
Yeah.
So, 31-9.
Yeah, same here. All right, next up, you got the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks got dog walked last week. Dog walked against the Ravens. I think this is their bounce back game. Normally they respond good to being, punched in the mouth. They're going up against the Commanders. The Commanders, they're missing pieces, so they're kind of handicapped as far as what they bring to the table. Don't get me wrong, they can still score, but I just think that the Seahawks are going to come out mad as a hornet because, the way they lost last week. So going ahead and give me the Seahawks, let's say 27-20 against Washington. Flip, Commanders, Seahawks, who you got?
Commanders, Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks in this one. The Commanders just traded away half their defense. I don't really like Ron Rivera as a coach.
No,
not
anymore.
Hey, leave my ex-Bears alone, man.
Yeah.
We love Ron Rivera, man. Super Bowl shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, he a little fraudulent lately. That's all I'll say. He had his run. It's looking like it's about
Riverboat Ron, man.
Yeah.
It's about to end for good this year.
You say he done over gamble? Riverboat Ron ain't gonna win the gamble.
he a little toasted right now.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks in this. I like the Seahawks team. I know Pete Carroll's a little iffy too, but he loved the run game. It works for him. Geno has been his probably. I mean, we like to say that Geno ain't that great, but Geno's kind of on par with Russ.
Yeah.
In terms of skill lately, it wasn't. This ain't Jets Geno. If it was Jets Geno, then it's like, yeah, okay. But Geno, he's had his little resurgence. Yeah, I gotta go with the Seahawks here. I don't really feel this Commanders team right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks 27-17 over the Commanders. I don't think this Commanders team is. I don't think they're fighting for anything. And I gotta go with the Seahawks here.
All right, Megaton, Seahawks, Commanders. Who you got?
All right, man. I need to talk a little bit about my man for a second. Thirsty Howell III.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's my man's, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, low key, dude be putting up 300-yard passing games on the reg on people, and no one's giving this man the props that he deserves sometimes. I know he throws some interceptions. He makes some poor choices. You know what I'm saying? He got 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But he throw the ball, though. He get that ball out there. So, he made Curtis Samuel look good. He got Scary Terry on track, he on track to get a 1,000-yard season again. So, and Brian Robinson quietly been running, man. But Thirsty Howell III, Sam Howell, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gilligan's Island. I might have dated myself with that reference and shit, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thirsty Howell III is not a bad quarterback, man. He just needs a little bit more support. But that being said, man, Geno, all Geno do on the low, since he done changed his life around, is win, man.
Mm-hmm.
Geno likes to win. And, I'm still waiting for a breakout game from DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has had one of the most disappointing seasons of a number one wide receiver that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And I think he's got to have a breakout, and it's got to come sometime soon. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk real for a second, man. He should be over 500 yards right now. He's not.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? I think he's got to make that back up. The touchdowns for the wide receivers, man, 2 and 3 touchdowns only. You know what I mean? Between him and Lockett is crazy. And I don't trust Washington's defense now that they have no pass rush. So give me the Seattle Seahawks in this one. And let me go with the Seahawks looking decent, man, and Geno getting his dub, even though Thirsty Howell the third going to throw for it. Mark my words, if you got him on the over-unders for something on your little parlays and whatnot, he's throwing for over 280. He's throwing for over 280. He's going to throw the ball.
Take your word on that. So, put one over 280.
He going to throw it. Trust me, Joe. He's throwing for over 280, man. Look at his past little game counts, man. He be putting up numbers. So he got more yards than Geno by like 600, almost 500. No. Geno got 1,800 yards, and he got 2,500 basically. So what are we talking about?
Like half of them came in both of them Eagles games.
Hey, dude putting up 300-yard passing games.
He do be making up. Yeah, he do be putting up 400-yard games like it's nothing. But they be in losses, and that's the sad part. Like, what's going on?
Well, because he gives you an interception or two with 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I call him Thirsty Howell, man. He's so thirsty. He's like, I gotta get money. I gotta pass. I'm trying to get a job.
Fitzpatrick all over again, man.
That man passing for his life, Joe, but he gonna have these numbers by the end of the season. He gonna have over like 3,000 and like 400 yards passing. People gonna be like, how did that happen?
Terry McLaurin. Yeah, that's how it happened.
It's Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel, man. Curtis Samuel not asleep. And then, Logan Thomas is decent tight end, too. So, you can't really trip. Antonio Gibson out the backfield is a decent pass receiver. He was a receiver all through his whole life, and then they converted him to running back. So, he can catch the ball out the backfield. He's solid. Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
So, I'm talking about a team that's going to lose anyway. We done overtalked this shit because I wanted to, talk shit about my man Thirsty Howell.
Yeah, right. All right, next up. This is a very, very strange game. You got the Vegas Raiders going up against the New York Jets. This is a very strange game. But the thing is, with Zach Wilson starting, I feel more confident with him. And the Raiders, the thing is, the Raiders are weird because I don't know what to make of them. They don't have a run in the game anymore. The defense isn't scary. And Devontae Adams wants the hell out of there. So, what do the Raiders really have to work with? Not much.
Oh, no, that changed, my guy. That changed after last week.
I mean,
that whole narrative is going now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Josh Jacobs just put up 2 touchdowns and over 80-some yards rushing when they actually gave him the ball and made him a focal point again.
Yeah, but that's all.
You got a real coach again.
Yeah,
but you got a coach who cares. And let's not hate on the Raiders. The Raiders have a black GM, a black head coach, and a black president. Man, look, I'm rocking with dude carrying on a legacy. Even people say Al Davis was crazy and whatnot, but he gave a lot of black people a chance back in the '70s when people weren't giving them a chance and everything. Him and John Madden did a lot of things too. So, you know what I mean? I'm rocking with him being a representation of his dad. He coming off a win with his WNBA team. You know what I'm saying? He was like, get rid of Buddy. We're going to go ahead and change this all around. I want to see it. And Antonio, guess what? He's going against his old team as a coach. Come on, man. You can't write this at Disney better, Joe.
Yeah, agreed. But give me... I'm actually going to go with the New York Jets. Give me the Jets 23-17 over the
I'm sorry, old city, not old team. Old city. I apologize. Old city.
Yeah, give me the Jets 23-17 over the Raiders. Flip, who you got? Jets, Raiders.
I gotta go with the Raiders. They got so much momentum right now.
Yeah.
This Jets team's coming off a loss. It was a pretty straightforward win for this Chargers team, so that's a surprise. You shouldn't be losing to the Chargers like that. You should at least be making some comebacks. So if you're going up against a team that's got a full head of steam, Max Crosby is looking crazy out there. I think he had 3 sacks last week. You've got Devontae Adams revitalized again. He's filling this team again. You got Josh Jacobs moving. You got Antonio Pierce. He's got the whole locker room revitalized, thinking that they can really make a run and get back on target for playoffs. Yeah, it's just it's a momentum thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Raiders are this super team over the Jets. It's just when you got that momentum like that, you've got a passionate locker room versus a team that, I mean, Zach Wilson wasn't even supposed to be the starter.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson was looking forward to Aaron Rodgers being the guy. So it's just when I got to go with the momentum right now. I think the Raiders a couple weeks ago probably losing this game, but this team right now, I think Max Crosby probably getting another 3 sacks this week. So give me the Raiders in this. I'm going to say 27-21 over the Jets.
All right. Megaton, Jets, Raiders, who you got?
Okay, I got Max Crosby over/under on 2 blunts in the locker room.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely think he's smoking at least 2 blunts in the locker room this time, as opposed to 1. And Joe, like, if it wasn't for Myles Garrett and them being better teams, you got an argument that Max Crosby could be close to Defensive Player of the Year, man. He got 9.5 sacks already. He's going crazy. So I love that shout out. I appreciate that from Flip. Like, point that out for real. And buddy, like, really be talking crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. I like his energy. Josh Jacobs bouncing back, looking like he's gonna get another 1,000-yard season, even though everybody's like he isn't doing what he did before. That's cool, but you know, coming off of last week, I think he's got his momentum back. I don't care if it's Brian Hoyer or Aiden O'Connell, whoever gonna start. I still think, you know, Devontae Adams flipped his shit, and they fired the coach. And then all of a sudden, now he's on track to get his 1,000 yards again. Jacoby Meyer gonna do his thing. I think he might pull out 1,000. I think he might have 2,000-yard receivers on this team now. So I'm going with them, man. Sorry, 2,000-yard receiver and 1,000-yard rusher. You can mark this down, and if I'm wrong, you know, hey man,
I'm not mad at
address the money later.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna make that bet that Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams both get 1,000 yards on the season, and Josh Jacobs too, from rushing.
All right. And last but not least.
So yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yes.
And I didn't give you my score yet, but let's go with the Raiders. I don't think it's gonna be a great high scoring game, but let's go with like 24-21.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes. All right, and last but not least, you got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Denver Broncos. I don't know if this is going to be a resurgence, because the Broncos are 3-5, and the Bills are 5-4. I thought the Bills would be 6-2, 6-3 at this point, but hey, they done dropped a couple of games. Now, if they drop this game against the Denver Broncos, now we really got to start asking some questions here, because I know you guys saw it in the chat earlier. If the season ended today, the Bills are out of the playoffs. They don't make it. But if they win this game, they're back in the hunt. I mean, they're actually back in the playoff picture if they win. That, and if a couple of other teams, you know, just so happen to lose. But man, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's just bad luck for the Bills, or if this is just, you know, maybe it's a reawakening of, okay, like, we can't, you know, take other teams lightly. And the Broncos, like I said, maybe they're acting like they want to wake up. But is this a team they do it up against? I'm not so sure. I feel comfortable picking the Bills in this game, but you know, it's any given Sunday. Well, any given Monday in this case. But I just feel more comfortable picking the Buffalo Bills in this one. So give me the Bills over the Broncos. And also, don't be surprised if it looks like the Broncos, if it looks like the Bills are about to lose this game and then they somehow come back in the end. But yeah, give me Buffalo 28-21. All right, Flip, who you got? Bills, Broncos.
Damn, I zoned out a little bit, and I was listening to, and I was thinking like, damn, are we in 2004? Why are you talking about the Bills like that?
Yeah.
It threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, they're 5-4 now, which is strange.
I don't think the Broncos are anything good. They might be the worst team in the AFC West now, with the Raiders getting rid of McDaniels. I don't think Sean Payton has got this team back on the reins. I don't think Russell Wilson is in any position to outduel Josh Allen. Javonte Williams looks good, but I mean, compared to this Bills team, who I mean, they run it, but they really just run it to get a little bit of chunk yardage, and then Josh Allen goes crazy throwing it to Diggs or Gabriel Davis or Kincaid. Now Kincaid looks great nowadays, actually. So I mean, it's looking like this Bills passing attack is improving more and more each week. I know they just had a tough game against the Bengals, but that's the Bengals. That ain't the Broncos. The Broncos, you got to remember, this is the same team that gave up 70 to the Dolphins. So right then and there, I'm thinking to myself, the Bills could probably put up about 40 on them if they really wanted to. I think this Broncos defense has gotten better since that game, but I can't trust them to be that team that somehow stops the Bills. Especially it's a home game, right, for the Bills. So it's going to be in Buffalo. This ain't Mile High. This ain't a game where you see your guys with the IVs on and praying that some oxygen hits their lungs soon. This is a cold weather game, so this might work in the Bills' favor as well. So give me the Bills in this. I'm going to say 35-23 over the Broncos.
All right. Megaton, who you got? Broncos, Bills.
And I got Sierra don't even come to the games no more. So I mean, we'll make this real simple now. Buffalo wins, walk off, super easy. I'm sorry, man. They're only one game out, technically, of being the division lead too. You know what I mean? Like they win this game, cool. You got the same amount of wins as the Miami. Like Miami got 6 wins, 6-3. Other one, 5-4, right? Yeah. So they got something to play for. I think they're thirstier, and I think they really want to do it. So let's go with Buffalo getting this because they hungry and they want it. Maybe they figured out finally, like, stop doing this stupid stuff in your running game and putting Latavius Murray in the game for no reason.
Yeah.
And let James Cook run. Let James Cook cook.
Exactly.
And, do that. Stephon Diggs is him. Gabe Davis is a G. Dalton Kincaid. I think, honestly, you kind of need to let him start over Dawson Knox. I don't even care if Dawson Knox come back healthy.
Yeah.
Kincaid.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Kincaid's going crazy, man.
Active like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Kincaid's going crazy right now. He's that dude. Like, the numbers he's putting up at tight end are kind of sick for a tight end, Joe. Like, on the low. So, yeah, man, I think this is easy money. Go ahead and give me the Bills. And it ain't close. Somewhere around the 31. Like, give us some points on Monday night, finally. On prime time been disappointing recently. I.e. this example that I'm watching on TV right goddamn now. 16-13. Stop it. But yeah, put some points up. 31-17.
All right. Well, fellas, that'll do it for this week's edition of the Fourth Goal podcast. Let's see. Hopefully, the Chicago Bears can close it out. We'll see about that. But you fellas got any final thoughts before we sign up tonight?
You're right now.
Yes.
This is about to be the last play. Actually, no. They get one more chance if they fail here. But yeah, it's looking like Bryce Young ain't gonna be able to lead them down the field and do anything. This is kind of sad to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to overtime, maybe. But
I got one final thought about this. Okay, we done sat here and watched y'all trash my man all season, Justin Fields, saying do this, do that. Look at this Bilbo Baggett dude throw. Look at his processing is so good. He's this, he's that. We sit here and watch him put up 16 points. It's been all field goals. We got one touchdown, and that was rushing. He's missing every single read. If I'm watching Justin Fields right now, at least Justin Fields makes this game exciting. He's running. He's doing all those things. I don't appreciate how y'all talked about my black quarterback like that. Chicago is a city that's so racist, they segregate their white people.
Jesus.
We got Greektown. We got Ukrainian Village. Yeah, Joe, like all the Italians out there, Cicero making spaghetti and shit. Like, yeah, y'all bogus, and it's coming through. And I need y'all to put more respect on him. And if we get rid of Buddy again. The curse of us having whack quarterbacks.
You want to close some gaps in your smile, or you want to straighten those lower crowded teeth? Go with Invisalign. I've been prescribed.